Nerdventures! What is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Tuesday. Boba Fett. Boba Fett Tuesday. Can we start? Is it now Boba Fett Tuesday? Is that the thing? Is that a thing? Could that be a thing? I think it's a thing. We've been doing preview prediction streams every Tuesday, and we will be doing a watch party, I guess late tonight, early tomorrow, depending on how you look at it. We will be doing a watch party, checking out the episode 3 of the Book of Boba Fett on Disney+. Of course, I'm excited. I think this episode's going to be legendary, and I think the back half of the show is going to be pretty damn cool as well. So what we like to do on these here Tuesday streams is we like to do a bunch of different percentages. Over-unders. Some of you guys don't like the percentages or don't understand the thing. Just get with the program, man. Get with it. Over-under 35% that the over-under percentages that I came up with make sense. What do you think? Over-under. Put it in the chat. Also, we're doing some sweet giveaways. Today we've got a ton of Star Wars swag that I want to give away, sort of in celebration and in honor of the Book of Boba Fett, which I'm having a really good time with. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Should be a good stream. I'm pulling into the tower right now. See you in a second. Oh, Chet, I'm liking this. Yeah, you done good. I like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty chill. That's pretty chill. Just do it like this, you know? If I did the whole stream like this. Hey, Book of Boba Fett! Over under! Yes. Yum. Let's see here. Let's look at the chat. Let's see what's going on right away. Everybody says over 30% chance that the over-under percentages that I came up with will make sense. Love to see it. I do want to say, too, I'd really like to know what do you guys expect, like, from Book of Boba Fett Episode 3? I mean, you know, obviously, we're going to get into all these little things. I actually really have fun in these streams, like, sort of doing the over-under, having the discussion flow that way. But generally, where are your expectations at? You know what I mean? Like, what's your hype level at? Out of 10. Put it into the chat. Where's the hype level? Carl says, I have all the expectations, and if they aren't met, I'm going to be very upset. Carl. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. That's not the right way to do these sort of things. I also got to adjust that camera there real quick. Ooh, a 10. Ooh, an 8. Ooh, 10 out of 10. I want to know when we're getting Cad Bane. Hey, look, I strongly feel like you're getting Cad Bane, and I've heard you're getting Cad Bane. At a 5, Trev, right on the line. Respected. My hype level is about 82.6%. 11 out of 10? Holy cow. 9 out of 10? Yeah, I think generally speaking, especially because of the way that the last episode went, I think expectations are fairly high for episode 3. We'll see, you know, where they end up going, I guess, after the episode or whatever. But I also kind of wanted to talk about last week's stream where we did this because, I don't like to brag. You know what I mean? I don't like to brag. I don't like to talk about when I'm right about things. But, we had a number of different over-unders last week, and you guys all went a certain way with them, and for almost all of them, I went the other way, and I was right about a lot of stuff. I was right. Like episode length, crazy cameo. Yeah. So, super cool stuff. We'll get into that. We'll talk about all the different things. I want to first kind of just give you my take on what I think will happen in episode 3, but let's tease out some stuff. You know what? I actually have to go grab this shirt because because I screwed it up. I don't have the shirt. But we're going to be doing giveaways later in the show. Of course, entries will cost nerd coin. I'll drop some free nerd coin to everybody in here as well. So you'll have a little bit of something to try to win one of these things. But we're going to be giving away this deluxe Dengar GameStop exclusive Funko Pop. And this deluxe Forlom GameStop exclusive Funko Pop. Man, a couple bounty hunters chilling on your shelf. Never hurt anybody. Let me grab the other t-shirt real quick. I'll be right back. This one's pretty cool, but it's just like the official shirt or whatever. You know, official Book of Boba Fett shirt. So we'll be giving those away. And also, I got two. I got two of the Dengars and two of the Forloms. So even if you don't win this week, next Tuesday we'll be doing this again. Just because, I mean, honestly, look, I go into GameStop. I love going into GameStop. How many guys love going into GameStop? You should. It's dope. It's a fun store. But I have a lot of fond memories of shopping in GameStop and just kind of going in there to see the nerdy stuff or whatever. And now it's like I go in there all the time. And actually, some of this stuff's from Hot Topic. But like, I go in there and I feel like, oh, it's time to shop for some cool nerdy stuff. But instead of it being like for me, it's like for us. It's for the community. It's for everybody. So I have a ton of fun doing that kind of stuff. And yeah, so we'll give that stuff away later on in the show. Okay. Let's talk Book of Boba Episode 3. At this point, you guys probably heard me talk about it a good bit, right? Did a video yesterday, did a stream with Theory talking about my different predictions. But I think, you know, we're still going to have this sort of two-pronged attack with the flashbacks and with the, you know, present timeline situation. I personally feel, and I'd love to know what you think, of course, I personally feel like we are going to, if not completely wrap up the flashback sequences, at least really move quite far into the future. The timing on all of this stuff is kind of confusing. Like, how long was he with the Tuskens? Like, when does he eventually then go meet up with Fennec Shand? All that sort of stuff. So I think you're going to get a lot of explanations there, but a lot of stuff's just going to move quickly. My personal feeling is that he and the tribe are going to part ways. I don't know if I've seen a lot of people with this take, you know, so if you agree or whatever, let me know. Maybe I'm on an island with this one. But my feeling on this is that he is now, like, especially after having that vision, he's on his own, like, spirit journey kind of a situation. And that the tribe, they realize that he has his own thing to do. I don't think the tribe's going to be upset at all if Boba has to go do his own thing. And so even if that thing is him surviving in the desert for a little bit, or, you know, trying to figure out his way in a Tatooine, like, what does he want to do? That's kind of the place that I think it's going to go to, because you need to rather quickly, you know, depending on how you feel about the pacing, you need to get Boba to the point where he's met up with Fennec, where he's observed, you know, Din Djarin. Because we've seen in the trailers, you know, Rodriguez totally lied. Like, when he told us that the trailers only show 15 minutes of the first episode. Guys, there's still stuff we haven't seen in the trailer, right? There's the Thanksgiving dinner where Boba's telling everybody, like, why fight when we could cooperate and make a bunch of, you know, cryptocurrencies? That's kind of my thing now. And he starts, like, shilling NFTs to everybody that's at the dinner. It was really, really awkward. But we see that in the trailer. We haven't seen it in the show yet, right? We also see, and there was just like a really short sequence of this, but you see Boba and Fennec, I believe, walking into where Slave One is at, walking into sort of a bunker, hangar situation, right? So I think you're going to see, like, all the way to when he leaves world and goes and hangs out with Din. And I just think that, like, if you're, I don't know, man, like a whole nother third episode of, like, just building that relationship with the Tuskens would be weird to me. Like, I think at this point, even just like kind of paint by numbers tropes. We're over that part of the story where we now acknowledge they have a connection. He's bonded with the tribe. He goes on a freaking spirit journey, and they have a literal powwow around the fire at the end of the episode. I think now we need to move him back into the direction of, going his own way, doing his own thing, and getting sort of over that. Now, there's a number of different ways this could go down. Like, some people think that, maybe the Pikes will come back and slaughter all the people. Boba's going to get super angry and be motivated because of the death of all the Tuskens or whatever like that. I don't really think so. For me personally, like, I just think that it's going to be a thing where he sort of goes on his own, but still is out there in the desert for a while. Hopefully we get an explanation as to why he hung out so long on Tatooine, but, maybe they just leave it vague. I don't know. Maybe some people would be triggered by that sort of thing. So either way, I sort of anticipate moving past the Tuskens. If not completely in this episode, I would say majoritarily. You know what I mean? That's my first take. Now, as far as the present, look, man, I think we're all thinking it. I think that it's going down. He's going to fight BK. Now, I know some people don't think he's going to fight BK, actually. I saw, like, theory kind of, like, I don't know, sometimes he doesn't, like, put his cards all the way out there, but I got this impression last night that he kind of thinks maybe they'll not fight or fight and then team up or something of that nature. And I guess I wonder, do you think they're going to fight in this episode? In fact, that'll be the first poll. This will be where we started, okay? Tyler, welcome back to the Nerdventures. Let's just see here. Over, under, 80% chance that Krrsantan fights Boba. I'd like to know what you think. We'll start with this one. Because for me, man, like, I think this is going to define, like, man, I don't know. Like, my mind is all over the place with this. But I think that if they don't fight, that's a little bit of a tease. That's a little bit of, like, I don't know about that sort of situation. Like, do you really bring BK back just to show that he's awesome and then have him and Boba have an intense stare down and then they talk it out? Like, bro, ain't nobody want to see that. I mean, maybe some of you do. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't speak for everybody here. But for me, bruh, these two need to go at it, man. That's my opinion. These two need to fight. And I think it could define the show. It could define what the show is about. Because if there are other bounty hunters coming into the show, which we believe there are, then, dude, I see this scenario where it's like a King of the Hill sort of match, or a King of the Mountain sort of thing, right? Where essentially Boba keeps having to fight all these bounty hunters. I mean, isn't that what we want? Let them fight. Round one, fight. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Is like, dude, no. I want a crazy savage fight between Boba and BK. I think that could define the pacing and the theme of the show. Like, dude, like, imagine, years from now or whatever, like, your friend that's never really seen Star Wars or whatever, and you're like, yo, you want to watch Book of Boba Fett? Like, dude, he literally fights all these different bounty hunters. It's friggin' awesome. You'll understand why he's such a badass. Like, that's a conversation I'd like to have. That's something I'd like to be able to bring out in the future. If it's really just a show that just develops Boba's character and then he talks his way out of all the fights and shit like that, like, bruh, come on, man. Even if he would eventually fight, or rather team up with BK, I still think you need conflict. You need some fighting. You need some fighting in there. You know what I mean? It's interesting, man. Looking at you guys, it could be later, Alfonso. I see you. It could be. Boba's a boss now, bro. So you're saying this boss can't get his hands dirty? Star Wars Santa? Is that what you're saying? Boba can't. He's got to be hands off now. I don't think so, bro. He doesn't do any of the other traditional stuff. He doesn't ride a litter. He goes out there and actually talks to the people. What makes you think he's gonna do the thing that a boss in his situation would do, that the Hutts would do, and not get his hands dirty? Hell nah, fam. Hell nah. Boba's got to get his hands dirty. Boba's got to get blood on that armor. I want to see blood. I want to see burnt Wookiee hair. I want to see scars. I want to see flesh ripped apart. That's what I want to see. Strangely, though, only 60% of you think it's an over 80% chance that BK fights Boba in this episode. That's interesting. So, do you think then that it's just like next episode or down the line or something like that? Or are you guys like trying to say you don't think they're going to fight at all? Now we're going on a whole thing. We're going on a whole tangent here, because now I'm going to explain for the next hour all the reasons why Boba must fight all the people and all the things. Come on. It's Boba Fett. I do find that interesting. Episode 4, not at all. Interesting. Some people say down the line. Josh not getting it. Okay. To me, they still need to see what made Boba the most dangerous bounty hunter in the universe, because he's not as badass enough in canon yet. Yeah, I agree. This is a great test for him. This is a great test for him. 80% is too high? Okay. All right. Okay. That, you know. That I was just speaking dolphin then. I wasn't yelling or just speaking dolphin. Sometimes I break into dolphin. Okay. Interesting. It's interesting to see where you guys are at. Yeah, I hope so too, Scroodle. I hope we get some flamethrower. Make it 60% and people might be doing. Gotta go VV soon? Oh, shit. What's the VV today? Red Goblin, right? Red Gobbo? Give it a shot. Don't give away shits without me? Oh, sorry, Moss, we gotta do it. In fact, as soon as you step away, we might do the giveaways. Interesting. This is interesting. I gotta be honest here. Like, I'm a little surprised. You know what I mean? I'm a little surprised that so many people out there don't think they're gonna fight in this episode. And there's some people that don't think they're gonna fight at all. I'm a little surprised. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on to the next one. If they do fight, okay? If they do fight, which, you know, again, I'm going to go against the chat and let's say that, yes, they are going to fight in episode 3. It's going to be savage. Who wins in the fight? Who you got in the fight? Who you got? Who you got? And let's talk about this. You know, we talked about this a little bit last night. I was like so surprised. Like, dude, again, like people are saying BK all the way, or like there's no way. Like in theories, like talk about all these different reasons why BK is so strong and all these different things. I get it, bro. I get it. But that's like the whole point is like the bigger they come, the harder they fall. Like you want the biggest, baddest dude out. Watching this fight, and this is why like, oh man, am I setting myself up for disappointment if we don't see an epic fight? Because now I'm going to sort of fanboy out about how epic this fight could be, okay? And I kind of see the scenarios. It's like I'm walking through the steps right now. I'm like, it's like an out-of-body experience where I see myself doing it. Where I'm like, shit, son, like, this will be dope. This will be dope. This will be dope. And then if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be like, you know what I mean? Like I kind of see it happening in real time right now, and I'm not sure what to do about it. But regardless, I would see this fight just, you know, being crazy. Like I think you need some blood, you need some bent up armor for Boba. You need some of his weapons to be broken. I'd like to see him actually get thrown around by BK. Right? Like thrown into a wall or some shit like that. I I think BK's got to get cut up. I think he's got to get torched. I think he's got to get blasted. You know, I'd love to see some of the metal underneath the skin, you know? And just like an absolute knockout, drag out fight. Super badass where Boba does something crazy to blast him, right? Like maybe like they're fighting or whatever, and then Boba's missile on the back of his jetpack, like he literally just aims that into BK's head, and then boom, and then we see BK's head with the missile flying into the sky, and BK's like, you know, flying up into the sky, and then poof, it explodes. In fact, I think I just wrote a perfect scene, a perfect ending to that. Goddamn, that would be sick, you know? You know? And then Boba to like roll over, like take his helmet off, be panting, being, you know, exhausted and you know, getting you know, very, very like, oh shit, like that kind of stuff, like can't believe I did it. I need the Polynesian spa, you know what I mean? And shit like that. You're telling me you guys don't want that? You're telling me you guys don't think that shit would be dope? Come on, man. Come on, man. Also, where do you think the fight would go down? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of another interesting question as well, right? Like, do you think he's going to just roll up to Jabba's palace? Like, BK just, like, walks up like Troy and is like, you know, but he's actually saying, like, Boba, you know, in Wookiee or whatever. And he's just like, come on, man, get out here. You know, are they going to fight outside the palace? Is BK going to break into the palace? Are we going to see a BK versus the Gamorreans where like the two Gamorreans try to take BK out and he's just like grabs both their green heads and then smashes it and then blood's everywhere and the green blood's flying all over and then he's like licking the Gamorrean green blood off of the hands and then he's running through there like you know, boom, like comes through a wall and like does like a friggin' split real quick or something and then pops up and then he's like, yo, let's go. And then they fight then and there. Ooh, you know, these are the questions. These are the questions, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the fight going to go down? Like, what's the deal? You know? Yeah. It's family show. It's family show over here. I don't know. It's exciting stuff. So 64% of you guys believe that Boba will win. Well, I'm glad we're at least going to be able to agree on something here. Okay? So, good. Okay, let's jump into some other stuff. This, I think, is going to be... it's going to be interesting to see what you guys think here. I, personally, I'm going to throw this out first, and then we'll do the percentage. I actually believe that Din Djarin will be seen in this episode. Either in the flashback... I'm really thinking the flashback. I think now it's the time, right? You're going to get Din in the flashback. Maybe even Din mentioned in the present. But that's my feeling on here. So let's see what you guys think. I want to know. Over, under, 37% chance of Mando mentioned or seen. I want to know what you think. I want to know. Hey, I like that question, Darth Coven, and I will go over all these super chats later on in the stream. We just got a couple of more percentage things to go over here, a couple of more blurbity blobs to do, and then I'd like to know what y'all think about it. So we will get into Q&A, and of course, we're going to do those giveaways too. So over under 37% chance that Mando is seen. So far out the gate, I do believe that, yes, we're on the same page here. I think a lot of you guys think that Never Lose Your Nerd says such a strange number. Yeah, that's what we do over here. Okay, and also, what's up with the likes? Like 600 people in here and 237 likes. Look, I'm not good at math, but that's bad. That's bad. Let's see, over under 99% that everybody goes and smashes the like button right now. It better be over. Or this stream's going to be over. You feel me? You feel me on that, dog? Do you feel me on that? And also, yeah, Shut it. Shut maths. And everybody, like the video. Don't make me talk about grandma again. There's like some new person that just wandered in here, and I'm like, don't talk about grandma. I'll talk about it. I'll slap her up. And the person's like, dude, what the fuck is going on in this stream? Who is this crazy man? What is his deal with grandmas? And why is he trying to slap them up? What does that even mean? Slap them up. I'll show you. It's like this. You got to really get both sides. Like, you got to be quick. Got to be quick. And it's in the wrist, like a little whipping action to give it the right kind of smack. Because you want to leave grandma's face nice and tenderized. You know what I mean? Okay. I think you're going to see Din Djarin. I think what would be really interesting to me is if you see Din Djarin, not just in the Crate Dragon scenario, where Boba, obviously then sees his armor and he's like, oh, I want that back. But in episode 5 of season 1 with Fennec, you think he'd be like chilling, and then he sees that go down. Maybe he sees the dude in Mandalorian armor. Maybe it's interesting to him, I don't know. But I think that could be, really, really cool. So I think that is likely going to happen in episode 3. Because let me just say this too, if they just completely avoid all the stuff with Mando, I don't think the backstory makes much sense. You know what I mean? It's not just that he's spun out of the Mandalorian show. It's that he sees Mando with his armor. In the one episode, he also saves Fennec, who's left for dead because of Mando. So it's way more than just like, oh, yeah, no, there's some connection there because they're both helmet-looking dudes from that one show. No, there's real story reasons why that dude should be seen. And so I anticipate you will see him. I think you'll see Din Djarin. It looks like we're on the same page relatively about that. So that's good. All right, let's get into some other stuff that we might disagree on. Vivi? Red Goblin? 30 seconds? Cool. Do I think we'll get BK in the Obi Kenobi series? Probably not. Probably not, man. Kenobi's got its own kind of stuff going on. I will say this. I would not be surprised, because I was talking to some people about some behind-the-scenes stuff yesterday. I would not be surprised if the Inquisitors are a big part of the push for the Book of Boba marketing. 3, 2, 1, 0. Bam. Did we get one? Nope, we didn't get one. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Inquisitors are a big part of the marketing and a big push for that show. And look, I think you might even get more Inquisitor stuff after the Kenobi show, like an actual Inquisitor show maybe, or something of that nature. So I think that they're going to be a big part of it. But BK has no place in the Kenobi show from what I understand. That show's going to be amazing. And it's going to have so much crazy fun stuff in there. And I think with the Inquisitors and all that sort of stuff. Don't, Vivi, you got a baby to care for now. The baby needs NFTs, Justin. Okay? The baby needs NFTs. Okay, we looked it up. You're going to be in the nursery, hanging out with all the other babies and being like, hey, check out my NFTs. You suck. And then all the other babies will be really envious of our baby. So I'm just trying to get some fucking NFTs for the baby, okay? So relax. Just Bondo, welcome to the Nerdventure. Or I should say welcome back, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Welcome back. Okay, let's do this one now. Let's see how wrong y'all are going to be about this one. Coachella Coastal got one? My man. No baby screen time? Dude, we already put an iPad into the womb. He's literally baby-liked the stream before you did. We don't even know the sex, technically, but we know that the baby be liking the streams. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, audio, I'm just going to read this because these chats sometimes go away from me. The Grogu rumors make sense now because it's going to be a flashback Grogu when Boba spies on Din. That actually makes a lot of sense. Yes, that actually does make a lot of sense. And yeah, John, we talked about it yesterday a little bit. Yes, we are having a little nerd baby, and the little nerd baby will soon I guess not really soon, but will be entering the world and doing all kinds of nerdy stuff. So we're excited. Okay, let's do this one. Over, under, 67% chance of another crazy cameo. I want to know what you think about it. Ralph Boner Jr., absolutely not, Garth Maul. Absolutely not. And shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Okay, check this one out. Thank you, Tina. What do you think? Do you think we're going to get another one? As the kids say. You think we're going to get another one? Whoa. Interesting. Out the gate, I'm a little bit surprised at what y'all are saying. Thank you, Jace. Appreciate you, bro. I think we may actually be on the same page in this one. Do we think Speeder Bike Girl count as a crazy cameo? No, I don't think so. She's a new character. So unless like she ends up being somebody else or she's hanging out with somebody, no, I don't really consider that to be a crazy cameo. Unless she does end up being that Dark Jedi chick, as RG just pointed out. That would be pretty wild. That would be pretty wild. I personally think you will get another crazy cameo. And look at this. Over like 80% of you guys think, yeah, we're getting another crazy cameo, or at least there's a pretty good chance of it. That's basically like over 70% chance. So you're kind of leaning towards it happening. I gotta be honest with you. I'm with you. I think you're gonna get another crazy cameo, whether it's another bounty hunter. And I kind of think it'll be used sparingly. So like maybe at the end of the episode, maybe like BK and Boba have this epic fight and Boba wins and they find out about it, they being the twins, and the twins then like Cad Bane like comes out from a corner or whatever and be like, I could get him or some shit like that. Like I think that's kind of where we're at. A lot of us think that whether or not it's more bounty hunters coming to the aid of Boba and joining up with him, or he's just going to go through the ranks and start taking people out, and after BK, there's another one. Yes, I think a lot of us are expecting a crazy cameo of some sort. So I think, you know, a Bosk makes a lot of sense. I think a Cad Bane makes a lot of sense. If Kira is in the show, it would make a lot of sense for her to be teased out again in episode 3. But, you know, 3 is sort of weird, too, where it's right on the cusp of, like, breaking into that back half. And we also know that, like, 5, 6, and 7 are going to be nuts. So you could maybe not have one or just build. Like, you could do a lot of building. A lot of people saying Omega. I think that would be cool. Chewbacca would be dope. Dude, Dengar, I'm all about it. No Cobb Vanth. Dude, I like Cobb Vanth, actually. I think he's real cool. Bar fight versus street fight poll. Bar fight versus street fight. What do you mean? Like where they're going to fight? Like BK and all them? Like where are they going to fight? The Amethyst Bendu says, finally, all is right in the world, and I have my Amethyst badge. Nice. How long did it take? Because I know, like, I'm just trying to keep an eye on that because YouTube's weird. Love and Boba. Can't wait for the rest. Cheers and congrats to you and yours. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. And then Caden Beatty says, with a member of 2 months, says, 2 months into being a Nerdventure, and my life is already significantly better. Caden, see these testimonials, guys. Look, your results may vary, not financial advice, but one of the smartest things you could do for your life, for your legacy, for the world, really, is to become a Nerdventure. It's the best way to support the channel. It's the beautiful people you see in chat with the badge next to their name. They get access to the behind-the-scenes streams, which, by the way, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., another Nerdventure-only stream. We're going to be hanging out. We might watch the episode of Boba. We might play some video games, even though I was furious about Halo last week. I think we'll read some comics. There's a lot of fun stuff going on in comics right now, so we'll definitely talk comics. We'll hang out, and we give a $200 gift card away each month to a lucky Nerdventure member. Garth Maul, welcome to the Nerdventures. You are a Nerdventure now. I bet you're feeling pretty good. Feel that power. You know, feel it. Feel the power of the Nerdventures flow through your veins. It'd be dope. Renee says, dude, if Hondo shows up, my wife will lose her shit. I think a lot of people will, bro. A lot of people really like Hondo. Hondo's a really fun character. So I agree. That would be really, really cool. And I appreciate all the super chats, guys. I will get into them in the back half of the show, of the stream today. So how about that? I feel moist. Is that normal? 100%. Your results may vary, not financial advice, but yeah, dude, moist is a nice place to be. It's a nice, it's a nice way to go. Okay, let's now. We got two more, okay? Two more. So far, we've been fairly on the same page today. So here we go again. Over, under, 26% chance. Of Luke being mentioned or seen. Let's see what you think. And you might be like, what? That would be ridiculous and out of nowhere. As I continue to say every week. Oh, I did no and yes. Let's restart that. Like I said, over under 26% chance of Luke being mentioned or seen. Over, under. All right, boom. As I continue to mention, and let me just see here, John's Honest Take says, I'm going to need a video of when you find out, you will be a dad. Just saying. We didn't really have a video, of it. I talked about on the Nerdventure stream yesterday, so if you want to know more about that, check out the stream from yesterday. It should still be on the community tab and on Discord. Do you think 2 Hutts won't buy 2 or more muscles to reclaim Jabba's pad? Exactly. Just Pondo. Exactly. It's bringing in the muscle, baby. Bringing in the muscle. Yeah. Yeah. Under. Come on, man. Let me explain. As I continue to say, there is precedence for Luke Skywalker being involved. Okay? Luke came to the palace. Luke is the reason that Jabba is no longer around. You don't think in context that's going to come out? You don't think they're going to just bring it up? There's definitely all kinds of reasons that Luke could be coming out. Not to mention the fact that the Luke Skywalker thing happens in the end of Mando Season 2. Fennec was there, dude. When does Fennec meet back up with Boba? You think she's not going to tell him, oh, dude, we saw this fucking Jedi with the green lightsaber? Yo, he did some work on those robots. It was hot. You know what I mean? Come on, man. There's all sorts of reasons why Luke could be mentioned and or seen, not to mention that there is a big rumor out there that you will see Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and probably Leia, by the end of the show. That rumor predates anybody recently talking about it. We've been talking about that for years, okay? About 5 years ago, I said, there will one day be a show called the Book of Boba Fett. And in that show, you will see Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia all together. It will happen at a time when people least expect it. Look it up. Oh, you're right, Mike. It was 20 years ago. You're right. 100%. So, yeah, we came up with that. Everybody shut your mouth. Give me credit online. Go talk about it in forums. Write articles about it. Get out there and spread the fucking news. Spread it! Anyway. Okay, so you're wrong on this. Thanks, chat. Appreciate you for being wrong and all that. That's always fun when you're wrong. Let's go to the next one. I said it in 1940. That's true, actually, Mike. That's actually true. That's 100% accurate. Okay, here we go. Over, under, 16% of Grogu being mentioned or seen? What do you think? Here we go. Darren Baton, welcome to the Nerdventures at the Prime level. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Fridays at 1 p.m. we do the Prime streams where we talk about business. We talk about things that are going on in the world of content making, just some of my behind-the-scenes thoughts. So come on by for that. You also get access to all the other Nerdventure streams. So hope to see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We're going to read some comics, blabber about some stuff, maybe play some games, have some fun. It's going to be fun. I really want Wednesday night streams to be fun with the Nerdventures and just hang out and have a blast. You know what I mean? Whoa, it's a split. It's split. We've got a split decision. We've got a split decision. Some of you guys are thinking, wow, okay, it's going over. It's going over 51%, 49%. That is damn close, man. Some of y'all are like, hell no, bro. Grogu ain't being mentioned or seen in episode 3. Come on. I wouldn't be surprised, again, if Din is a part of the flashbacks. Yeah, Grogu's got to be hanging out with them, too. I just think it's very possible that in the middle of the BK Book of Boba Fett fight that, Grogu comes down in a space pod. He's fully trained by Luke already. He's got 6 lightsabers, and he cuts up BK into, little slices and stuff. I just think you guys, in your imagination, you're a little closed-minded about how all of this could go down, So, I just would say, personally, for me, it's higher. It's over a 16% chance that Grogu will be seen and or mentioned. So, we'll see. We'll see. We're damn near hours away from the actual episode. We'll watch it. We'll talk about it. I think it's going to be real fun. If you are going to be staying up to watch the episode, check out the watch party where we'll be watching the show together, commenting, doing live reaction. And then after the episode, we'll be remaining live for some time. Usually Theory and I like to do a call, chat up about the episode a little bit. And then we, just take questions, go into super chats and things of that nature. So it's going to be really, really fun. So that's kind of where we're at. I always like to see where these percentages are at. What are you guys thinking? And then we get into the episode and we see who was right, who was wrong. Last week, I had a good week. Oh, you know what? I didn't put an episode length one on here, but I am curious about that. So I do wonder, how long do you think the episode's going to be? You guys let me know in the chat. How long do you think the episode's going to be? And then let me get Streamlabs going here so that we can do these giveaways. Yeah. Look at that sexy ass forearm there. 46, 52. Okay. Wow. We're thinking it's going to be longer then, huh? That's good. I hope so. I sure do hope so. Yesterday, Han shot first. Got the shirt. I thought that was pretty fun. All right, let me adjust this, edit this. Okay, we're going to do another Boba shirt here. And this will cost 2,000 nerd coin per ticket. But here's what I'll do for y'all. Here's what I'll do. I will drop 2,000 nerd coin to everybody that's watching right now. So you should get 2,000 nerd coin popping up for you so that you can at least enter one time. MK Matt says, member for 10 months, says, if we do get Han, Luke, and Leia, how much better do you expect the deepfake tech to be? Also, over under 50% on return to Coruscant at some point. I would say over 50% chance. Coruscant's cool, man. Come on, let's get back to Coruscant, you know? I would be bummed if we don't do more Coruscant. As far as your question about them, dude, that's why they hired Shamook. They saw what he did, and they were like, we want to create movie making or television making magic We want to create magic. Shamook allows them to do that. And this is just the beginning. Like, one of the things I really love about John specifically, because, like, I love Dave, but Dave's, like, the story, lore, like, you know, kind of dude. John is, like, he's not only a producer, a filmmaker, but he's, like, a technologist. Like, what they did with the Jungle Book tech and how, like, you watch him, like, figuring that sort of stuff out. The gallery episodes where he's talking about stagecraft and all these different ideas. Like, he is brilliant when it comes to... He reminds me of George in that way, right? Where it does feel... Oh, wait, we're not raffling yet, guys. Let me do the raffle. Let me start it up. Let me do it. Okay, ready? Boom. There it is. It just started. It's $2,000 per ticket. By the way, I have a large and an extra large of the shirt, so you'll have to pick one of those. Again, here's the one we're doing. It's an awesome shirt. I'm excited about it. So yeah, let me know which one you want. We got about 3 minutes while that is going down. Okay, cool. I'm excited about that. But yeah, MK Matt, that's what I think is going down, man. Obi Rob Kenobi, welcome back to the Nerdventures, man, at a diamond tier. You love to see it. Yeah, they're going to create some magic, man. They want to create some incredible moments. And I'm really excited to see what John and Dave can do in the future of this. Like, you know, how are the audiences going to accept it? What do we do with that? Like, are we technically going to... Like, you could do... Do we even need actors anymore? At some point, like, is it going to be a situation where you sign a contract as an actor and they go in and take your likeness, they do all these, like, video game scan type situations and all that, and then all of a sudden they have the ability to create your performance for the rest of the time. Like, is this going to be what you do then as an actor? I don't know. Like, some people probably think that's crazy. I don't necessarily think it is, you know? I think that we might get to a place like that. It's pretty crazy. Hello there. Happy to be a member again, says Obi Rob. Appreciate you, bro. Happy that you were back. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Nerdventures. Let's go. Okay, so we got about a minute left on that giveaway for the shirt. Then we'll do the pop giveaways for sure. But, you know, while you're doing all your raffling, I do wonder... How do you guys feel about the deep fake stuff? You know, are you a fan? Are you not a fan? You know, we watched, like I said, we rewatched the sequels recently. And so the Leia scenes, of course, popped up in Rise. And, you know, Elisa was like, this looks horrible. I thought it looked better than I remember. Like, in theaters, it looked horrible. I was like, this is horrible. In the movie on the OLED, it didn't look as bad. But the thing that sucks about that is how restricted they were. Okay? So, love the deepfake. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Here's the deal. Like, the reason it feels so inorganic is that they write scenes around what she said. So, they have, like, something that they shot for something else, and then they put it into the movie, and then they have to write a scene around it, and it just comes off feeling so fucking inorganic and not real. You know what I mean? Like, it ends up feeling horrible because of that. All right, let's pick a winner for the shirt. Here we go. The winner for the Book of Boba Fett t-shirt is the talented Mr. Griffin. Let's go. Let's go, talented Mr. Griffin. Yo, hit me up, bro. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up. Just need your address. And we'll get it going on. Okay, let's now go and do the Funko Pop. Okay, let's go. We'll do the Forlom first, because I mean I love Forlom, but Dengar I think is more of a fan favorite. Forlom Deluxe Funko. Okay, this one's going to cost you $3,000. nerd coin per ticket. You can enter up to 10 times. So if you really want 4 LOM, there you go. Also, let me just try. Hopefully this works here. 3,000 more nerd coin to everybody that's watching right now, just to give you at least one chance there to get Mr. 4 LOM. This box is like popping open. It's kind of weird. Yeah, so going back to the Leia thing, it's like the reason the deepfake is cool and better, because if you watch that gallery episode with Luke, it's like they don't just do the performance, but they actually recreated his voice. So they recreate his voice. Like the AI is so good, it can take different, all the footage we have of Hamill from the past and his voice currently, and it recreates his actual voice. So the reason that's exciting from a story perspective is you don't have to be restricted to what you already have on film. You don't have to write something around a piece of dialogue or something. You can create whatever you want. It's like a blank canvas. That's brilliant from a storytelling perspective. So I do understand that it's a little weird and that it doesn't necessarily feel right. And then here we go. Let's start the giveaway for this one. It's just started. For 4 LOM, ladies and gentle beings. Give it a crack if you'd like to get yourself a 4 LOM. Alex, welcome back to the Nerdventures, man. Appreciate you. Diamond badge, my man. Good to see you. Good to have you back. Yeah, so I don't know. It's sort of a mixed bag for me, when it comes to Leia. And the future of all of that tech. I guess like here's an interesting question. What if they did this with Chadwick Boseman? You know what I mean? What if they did this with Chadwick Boseman? Like, I think that's really the interesting situation, because like Mark is still alive, okay? And Mark is obviously able to help out and do stuff with what they're doing with Luke. Leia is not, but Harrison Ford is. And so in all likelihood, whether or not they actually use Harrison Ford in the show, which I think they will, whether or not that happens, he's still like involved, so it feels okay, right? But how are people going to feel if it's Leia? Is it going to be okay if it's Billy Lord? If it's her daughter, we give it a pass, but if it's not her, we don't like it? Like, where's the line here? Like, what's the deal? I don't know. I find that to be really interesting. It's a really interesting ethical question. Because on the one hand, no Twitter, just hit me up on Discord, my brother. Hit me up on Discord or even Insta. I think you've hit me up on Insta before. I don't really remember for sure, but hit me up on either Discord or Instagram, or hit a moderator up on the Discord, and one of the moderators on Discord can get you in contact with me. It's a really weird situation because like we say recast T'Challa, right? And why is that? Well, there are a lot of people have different feelings about that, and for different reasons they want it. Mostly though, it's because of the fucking character. T'Challa's awesome, and I think we want to see more of T'Challa. Different people have different reasons that they want to see more T'Challa, right? But regardless, it has to do with the connection to that character. And in a situation like this, it's like, what if they could recreate a performance that made it seem not a little bit like, but completely like Chadwick Boseman is still T'Challa in the MCU? Like, now we're getting into like weird territory, right? Where it's like, thank you, Jeffrey, appreciate that. Like, if you had Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man come back in 10 years, but it's not him. It's a recreation. It's a deep fake. It's it's an AI situation. So it's like, if let's sort of take this in a different direction, because this is kind of interesting. If we get an animated version of Tony Stark, which we did in What If, and it's Robert Downey Jr., but it's not voiced by him, okay? How do you feel about that? You know what I mean? You see where I'm going with this? Where it's like, okay, I think we're okay with that. But why? Why are we okay with the animated version not being actually Robert, it looking like Robert, it feeling like Robert, and it sounding like Robert, but Robert has nothing to do with it? Why are we okay with that, but not okay with him potentially being recreated digitally for live action? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a weird way. Like, this is weird. Like, we're going into a weird place with this. I get what you're saying, but animated is different than live action. But why? I mean, especially in the MCU. Like, can I tell you something else? Let me just add one other element into this conversation, just because I think it's kind of interesting. Okay, let's pick a winner first. Here we go. The winner of the Forlom, the sexiest bug-eyed robot-looking motherfucker you ever seen in your life, Heather Antes. Heather, you won the Forlom. Heather, congratulations. Hit me up. Hit me up. Screenshot this so I know it's you. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on the tweeters. Hit me up. And now let's do this Dengar giveaway. Ooh, the best looking diaper on his head. Kind of mummified blaster wielding badass. Dengar. Let me adjust this real quick here. Edit. Den. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Let me ask you one more thing. Hey, let's do one more giveaway. Another 3,000 to everybody, just so you can try to enter. Because I'm nice like that. Let me bring this up. This might kind of blow your mind. Did you know that I would say 80% of actors in these big blockbuster movies, they essentially pay to have a filter applied to them throughout the course of the movie? The filter is meant to make them look more attractive, to make them have stronger bone structure, to make them look younger, less wrinkled. And I'm not talking about like de-aging. I'm not talking about like Michael Douglas in the Ant-Man movies. I'm talking about essentially a fucking Snapchat filter that the actors pay. I think it's like $50K or something like that, where you're like, okay, like, yeah, I'll do it or whatever. Apparently, they all do it. They all do it. Okay? So, how much more different, really? Adam Bassam, welcome to the Nerdventures. Welcome. Appreciate you. How much different is it to have that filter adjusting their face parts on the screen to make them look more attractive and recreating a digital experience? What I'm basically saying is you already have a wrapping, a filter of digital enhancement already happening right now. We're already 6 degrees away from reality. And even before that kind of technology had happened, you did makeup, right? That's what makeup is. You go to a makeup department every day before you go to shoot. They make you look literally different than you actually look. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like you start to pull this thing apart here. Look at where technology is going. Look at where human beings have already done these sort of things. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I just think personally for me, it's like I don't know. Like, I don't know where the line is at. I think that it's still, you know, the jury's out. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. We're trying to figure that out. And I think that as we move forward with this technology, as artists take more chances, I think we'll probably come up with our own sort of ethics or ethical stance on this situation. But I hope that it's actually well-reasoned and comes from, like, logical perspective. Because I can't really parse out the actual, like, ethics of it. You know what I mean? Like for me personally, like I don't know. You know, like if a guy or gal gives their permission for their likeness to be used in perpetuity, and they sign a big check, and maybe they collect some royalty stuff, and then if they want it, if it works in the story, then am I okay with 80 years of one actor looking the same, you know, like over and over again? Like these are the questions. You know, this is the weird world that we are headed in. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I just know we're living through it. I just know we're going to Crazy Town, USA. Population, everybody. You know? So, yeah. That will cause a lot of actors to lose opportunity. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, imagine being an actor. Because here's the other side of this, right? Imagine being an actor and you don't have to actually, like, act anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you go in and your acting is for the computers. Like, you act in a certain way to give range to the AI, and then you're done. And then what if they can do, like, 6 movies a year with you and you don't got to do shit? You know? Like, it's weird, right? Like, it's kind of weird to think about. Like, I'm not 100%, I don't know. But I know it's possible, and I know that, like, human beings kind of have this thing where if it can be done, it will be done. Like, they can't help themselves, like, they're going to tinker. You know what I mean? So, is the raffle working? It should be. Is it not working? Oh, like I said, let's start this giveaway. Like I said, here we go. Here we go! Yeah, sorry, we didn't have it up. Here we go. We're good. Raffle has begun. The raffle has begun. Sounds great if you're only in it for the money and not for the love of acting. Yeah, that's true. You know, sort of on that note, we watched Tick, Tick, Boom with Andrew Garfield. What a fantastic actor, man. What a just beautiful human being. You know, so his energy, like, just, I think the world is lucky to have a guy like Andrew Garfield, and we're lucky to have him back in Spider-Man, because hell yeah, there's going to be more Andrew Spider-Man. But, you know, watching that musical and, like, learning more about John Larson and just Broadway in general, I went and saw my first Broadway show ever with Elisa in New York last year. And there is something different going on over there. And there is this, like, weird thing about the energy and the performance of someone live on a stage creating mise en scène without the stuff of cameras, lighting, all these different things. It is really fascinating. It's like a pure energy. And I do appreciate it. I like it. I want to go see more musicals. I want to go see more plays. There's something really cool going on there. And I guess, you know, moving ahead with, like, technology and the performance stuff like that, like, it's fair to say that, yeah, that would take away from some of that purity. You know what I mean? But I also think the possibilities on the other end of it are pretty wild, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that especially, you look at Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars is the perfect candidate for this. It's the perfect candidate for this. We want to tell a story back when Luke, Leia, and Han were all running around. After Return of the Jedi. Well, unless you recast and those actors look so similar, it's not going to quite feel in continuity. It's not going to quite feel like that. But now you have the ability to do it. And it's like a perfect case study for the technology and for the efficacy of it, right? I don't know, man. It is pretty interesting to see where this is all going here. So we got like 13 seconds here. Is this thing working here? Okay, yeah, it's working. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's pick a winner. Who's going to get the Dengar? It's JP. Hey, JP. Congratulations, man. Hit me up. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on the tweeters. Hit me up, bro. We'll get you that Dengar. Ship it out to you. If you'd like me to sign it, I will. If you'd like me to sign it a bunch so that, like, you can't even see what's on the inside of the pop, I will do that as well. If you want me to just take the Sharpie and just on the whole plastic area so it just looks like a big Sharpie thing, and do the cardboard as well so it just looks like a big Sharpied up box, I'll do that as well. All right, let's get into some Q's and some A's. Camo Saf coming in hot with a 55 of some currency. I think it's about $1 million. Says, Josh, can the Lady Tusken be the same girl we see in the trailer? That theory that your buddy had, that it was a dark Jedi. Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting thing with that. I don't really think she's going to play a significant role at all, but yeah, she's a female Tusken. I don't think she's Omega. I don't think she's some other crazy character in hiding. I don't think it's a Darth Krayt situation. I don't think any of that's going on. But who knows? You know, could be. But yeah, no, I don't think that it's that lady. I appreciate the support though. Enrique says with a $2 house is Spider-Man 4 Home Alone. I like that actually. It'd be kind of fun, huh? Dan Larkin says with the $2 house is 10 minutes behind Nerdventure at work. Take my money. Hey, I appreciate you, Dan. Hope work day's going good for you, man. If you can catch the watch party, I hope you come into the watch party. If you can come out tomorrow night when we're just chilling with the Nerdvengers, I hope to see you there. Either way, man, I hope you're having a good week. Prince Zodiac says, Boba versus Chewbacca. Boba for the win. Yeah, I think Boba would clean house on Chewie. I mean, Chewie's a beast and all that, but he's not really like a bounty hunter or anything. He's just got a crazy crossbow and he's a Wookiee. You know? So yeah, I don't see that. Boba, pretty much Boba over everybody. Jonathan Peters says with $5 holla. I was the one that asked you guys last night if Boba and BK would team up, and Theory kind of laughed at it, so I don't think he believes that they're teaming. Did he really? Okay, so yeah, okay, so yeah. I just kind of got an impression with what he was saying that he didn't necessarily think they were gonna fight. But then now that I'm thinking about it, he did say he thought BK would win, so I don't know, man. But yeah, Jonathan, I appreciate you, and so you think they're gonna team up, huh? A lot of people in the chat seem to agree with you this morning, so take that for what it is. Carl says with a $5, low expectations, help me with my hype. Your film school math continues to trigger. Nerdventures. Happy Tuesday. Hey, thank you, Carl. Always good to see you in the tower, my friend. Hope you're having a good day. And yeah, these percentages. I mean, Chet, you got to do better with these percentages, bro. People are starting to get upset about your percentages. Yeah, that's right. Your percent. Don't look at me like that. You know what it is. Mike says BK will be saved for Kenobi. This was a intro only. Bruh. No way, Mike. I cannot accept that. I cannot accept it. No. I don't think you're right. And also, if you are right, oh, man, it's going to take a lot of willpower for me not to be like, this is bullshit, and get all fired up. So we'll see what happens. Bobby Herrera says, so I think Boba will win against BK. Another fighter appears in old clone armor. Helmet comes off, and it's Omega. What you think? Now take my money. Dude, I'd be into that. I would be into that. And you know what else is cool about that, too? I think it actually would help the next season of Bad Batch, actually. Because if you think about it, if you've got, like, if you see Omega in Book of Boba and she's like a little badass and she's doing cool shit, then when we see her again in Bad Batch, it's going to be like, oh, okay, now we're on our way. You know what I mean? Like, now we're on our way. Like, I get what we're doing here. Like, let's go. I think that could actually help the show a little bit. So I'm into that. That seems right. Nighttime says croissants eat betas for breakfast. Oh man, I'll tell you, man. If he just gets totally whooped on by croissant, then maybe he is beta Fett. You know, he's like, "Don't hurt me, croissant." By the way, big fan. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think he's gonna get him though. Raymond says, imagine all the new Lego sets that will come based on the show. Boba Fett's palace hype. Got any Star Wars Lego sets, Josh? Not really a Lego man myself. I know there's a lot of love for Legos out there. Legos also apparently pretty freaking valuable, dude. Like some older Lego sets and stuff like that, like they hold value. It's really crazy, you know, as an asset. Legos. Who would have thought? But nah, not really a Lego guy myself. Axid says Boba can't beat punk-ass assassins. How's it going to beat BK? Dude, look, there's an explanation for that, Axid. Relax. Boba's going to show you why he's Boba, okay? Boba's going to show you. Boba's going to show you. Darth Corvin says, with a $10 hollow, very generous, says, would you like to see Boba and BK's fight end with BK owing him a life debt? I mean, I guess I sort of said this last night. I don't see BK as the type of dude that's going to honor a life debt. You know? Like, I think BK's type of dude to be like, yes, it's a life debt. And then as soon as you turn around, he snaps your neck. And then he cashes a check. And then he surfs the net. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of dude I think he is. So I don't see it. But hey. All right. That'd be cool. Jensen Baker says, these polls are just yes or no, but with more steps. What's the point of giving a percentage if we don't have the option of agreeing? Well, see, the percentage thing is to get your brains to work. And you see there's like a 60% chance that 70% of you aren't really using more than 10% of your brain. So when you add math into it and percentages, things get fun, okay? Look, I'm just trying to have fun out here, Jensen. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, what's fun? Like, how can we have more fun in these streams? You know what we could do? Add some math. We could add some percentages to the stream. Okay? Because we're trying to have fun. Sheesh. Patrick Starr says, the Nikto MC Speeder Bike Gang will be back for Boba. Ooh, hey, that'd be kind of fun. They weren't that bad. I thought they were aight, you know? Hell, man, I really need to I need to fix this microphone. I'm having issues. I've literally you guys make fun of me because I move the microphone so much. I've moved it so much that now it's like coming apart. So I have to fix that. Hey, that'd be cool, Patrick. Pickle the Wiener Dog. What an interesting name. Says, hey, Josh, I think the big cameo is Mace Windu for a few reasons. Number 1, all the Django scenes. Number 2, he killed his dad. Number 3, Boba could use the purple saber. Oh, shit. Boba with a purple lightsaber is kind of dope. Boba with a purple lightsaber. I like that. I mean, look, dude, that would be sick. I'd be kind of here for it. You know what I mean? So, I don't necessarily see it, but I'm interested. Barry says, $10 hollow. Very generous. Says, congrats on being a father. Thank you, bro. It was the best thing I did. You will understand when you hold your son or daughter for the first time. Keep up the great work on the channel. I'm a big fan. Thank you, Barry. I really appreciate that. I was just thinking about that last night. I was just thinking about holding the little baby for the first time, you know? And then, like, a little baby hand, like, holding your finger and all that. And then, like, to watch a little baby grow from this, like, kind of dumpy, massive flesh into being, like, a fully functioning human being. Like, that's going to be wild. Like, dang. Parentage. Crazy. Miss Becky says with a $5 holla, I'm happy for you and your future youngling. Congrats, Joshy. May the force be with you. Thank you, Miss Becky. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I think the force will be strong in this one, you know? So we shall see. MCU Drew says with a $5 holla, says, now that you're going to be a father, time to get off the pole, Joshua. Somehow this is my way of saying congrats. Oh, thanks, man. No. See, like, I gotta get on these poles to provide. You know what I mean? Like, I'm up here on this pole because you gotta provide for your family, okay? Like, sometimes to provide for the family, you grab the pole and you do a little dancing, okay? Am I right? Am I right out there? Let's see here. Bront Brylano, welcome to the Nerdventures. Appreciate you. Welcome to the club, man. Bet you feel the power. Broke V3, welcome to the Nerdventures. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the party. Make your way around the tower. Enjoy yourself. You know, enjoy the amenities and anemones and amenities and anemones and amenities. Enjoy the hot tub. Enjoy it. Yes. Patrick Wire says, if they refuse to do CGI work for Leia to continue in Rise, why do you think they do it in Boba Fett? Enough time has passed now? Or, here's the reason, Patrick. J.J. Abrams is an idiot. Okay? God, I shouldn't say that kind of stuff. You know, I should be more precise with my words. J.J. Abrams is one of the biggest idiots ever. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Dumb. And I think that just like in the situation with Chadwick Boseman, you come out and you let your own hair trigger personal feelings in the moment become the licensed official stance of the entire company and fandom. Shit's more complicated than that, dude. And I think that dummy, Jar Jar Dumbface Abrams, I think he and some other folks just kind of said, like, "Oh, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. This is for respect." And I think that John and Dave understand that that's dumb. That's my take on it. Sorry, I got a little fiery with that one. Deshpandi says with a $5 holla, says, "Congratulations to you and Elisa. I sense that your youngling will be strong in the Force." Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So I really just can't pronunciate your I can't say your name. I can barely say words, so my bad. Prince Zodiac says, "Mando equal Luke, Boba equal Han, Ahsoka equal Leia, Kenobi equal R2-D2? Yes." Keaton Haas says with a $10 holla, very generous, says, "Have you seen Cowboys and Aliens?" Yeah, bro, it's dope. Directed by Jon Favreau, it's one of my favorite movies. Many similarities with this show. The episode he directed in Mando 2, basically that movie. Yeah, you're not wrong. That movie's a lot of fun, too, by the way. That's a good, deep cut, my friend. That's a fun one. Yeah, and he's with Harrison Ford in that one as well. Thank you, man. Fifi with the $10 holla, very generous, says, "If we don't see the 4 lawnmower Zuckus in Book of Boba Fett, I might actually cry." Me too. We can have a crying party in a certain wing of the Nerdventures tower. Pour one out for 4-Lom, you know? Pour one out for Zuckus. JJ Lemon with a $5 holla says, "With so much CGI and soundstage, live action is pretty much animated anyway." That's my point. Where's the line? What is this? You know, it's just interesting, right? Patrick Wire follows up and says, "Not that far-fetched an idea. Athletes sell their likeness for video games." Exactly. Why could actors just sell their likeness deepfake in major franchises? Dude, now you're talking my language. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's where I think this is going. That's where I think this is going. All right, let's keep going here. Fifi follows up and says, "That moment female Tusken is revealed to be Darth Maul, who was saved from the Tuskens after Obi..." Oh, now that would be some hype-ass shit. The Tuskens save him after Obi slaughters him in the sands. That would be dope, dude. I mean, Fifi. Is that a JoJo reference? Max Ross says with a $5 holla, "Congratulations, of course, to you both." Question: at what age do you start teaching the baby how to slap him up for likes? You know what? I would like to just get the little baby arm, and I'm hoping to, like, get him to, like, slap my face like that, and I'll take a video of it, and I'll be like, "Look, if this baby slaps me up for likes, what's stopping you from slapping up your grandma and little sister?" And I'm pretty sure that's a family positive message, you know? So, thank you for that. Prince Zodiac says, Chewbacca, not Chewbacca. BK equal Chewbacca. Oh, okay, yeah. No, Matei says, with a 50 million of some currency, I'm pretty sure we can retire now. As a bit of an actor myself, I'd never want to be substituted by AI. I love the art. This sounds lazy. Tick, Tick, Boom was my second favorite 2021 movie, by the way. That's awesome, bro. I did like that movie a lot, and I respect the thespian perspective there. I do. But then, you know, there's people like Nick Cage that do Nick Cage movies and shit. So it's like, different strokes, different folks, you know? Justin Chandler with a $5 says, "Bruh, love you in theory and totes respect your boy Theory, but thinking that big black clapping Boba straight IP and not Cad Bane, he tripping. Love you." I barely understood that, but you right. Dude, Boba's gonna show him what's up. Boba's gonna show him what's up. But I think he's gonna come out a little, you know, beat up as well. You know? Like, "Oh, you should see the other guy. In fact, here's his head," you know? And again, I really think we just struck oil earlier in the stream when we said the jetpack missile right underneath the chin of Krrsantan. And then an image of Krrsantan's decapitated head still yelling in Wookiee on top of the rocket as it flies above Tatooine and then explodes right in between the twin suns. I mean, that is high art. You know what I mean? So, hoping we get that. Fifi says, am I the only one hearing DK when Josh says BK? Imagine Boba getting his butt whooped by Donkey Kong. That's awesome. Thanks for that. The real Jesse Lee Reed says, people saying beta Fett have never seen a beta fish fight. LOL. That's true. Beta fishes are like, I wonder how they feel about this. You know? Like, I wonder if there's a big meeting with all the little individual, tanks, because they can't all be in the same tank because they'd fight, but they all get like brought into this little meeting, and all the beta fish are like, we have called this meeting because our good name is being tarnished out there. Beta is now being used widely as a slur to call something wussy or less aggressive or manly. And then all the beta fish are like just fighting into their own little things. Like, oh, I'm so pissed. Like, that's got to be going on somewhere other than my imagination. Drum and Company says, congrats, Josh. Much love, my man. You're going to do great, Daddy. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. We're going to do our best. You know what I mean? We're going to do our best, and if the kid doesn't behave, we will take it back to the store. Nick Limone says with the $10 holla, Boba gets best card from Mando and puts it on the gaffy stick as well as his armor. Holy shit, dude. Goes out to find and fight Mace when he hears the rumor that Mace is still alive. Bro. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'd be like, a lot of Star Wars fans would be like, what the fuck is this show? I'd be like, yes, let's go. Like, that shit would be dope. But yeah, I don't think so, bro. But that's a cool idea. I'll say that. Sheev the Wise says with a $5 holla, a baby? Yo, congrats, you two. You're going to be great parents. Happy as hell for y'all. Can't wait to see the little one. Thanks for being the homie. Hey, thank you, Sheev. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, big things, man. You guys will see a little bit of the little tyke. You know what I mean? You'll get to kind of see a little baby Nerdventure grow up. I think it's going to be kind of a fun thing to share. You know what I mean? I'm excited. We're all excited. It's a little scary. You know what I mean? There's scary aspects to it as well. Like, you know, what if they like the sequels? Like, what if they want to watch all the new DC stuff and they actually think the new Trinity's great without Batman and Superman? Like, what if there are some terrifying scenarios, but for the most part, we're pretty excited about it. Fifi says with a $20 holla, congratulations. By the way, Josh, that's so awesome to hear. But if you don't name your youngling the chosen one, we will be disappointed. JK, all the love and congratulations. Yeah, I tried for Goku. We couldn't get that name. We couldn't agree on a good anime name. So that's kind of a bummer. But you got to do what you got to do. Maria says, Mando, Season 2, Episode 7, Casca tells Boba, you will be talking through the window of a Bacta tank. Do you think that was a nod for Book of Boba Fett or just a coincidence? Probably just a coincidence. That is kind of interesting, though. Yeah. Justin Chandler says, dog, I don't know how I don't see my typos. My B, Josh. Dude, don't worry about it, bro. It's all good. I can't speak, type, do anything. You know, it's a wonder this show goes on. Action says with the $2 holla, Boba's going to look like Pedro Pascal in Game of Thrones. Oh, no, bro, Action, you don't say that. You don't say that, dude. You don't say that. That'd be horrible. Oh, God. No. Patrick says, Josh's Boba vs. BK Dream Fight is apparently directed by Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, man. And we love it. And we love it. Mike House with a $10 holla. Very generous, says the first Nerdventure Kid College Fun Chat. Let's go, Nerdventures or film school. Dude, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. That's very sweet. MCU Drew says, is your child going to call you Papa Josh? Probably just Papa. You know what I mean? Or Dad, or greatest person ever, or Superman, or Nighthawk. Darth Dad maybe, or something. We'll figure it out. Jonathan Peters says, Fight first, then team up for the bigger threat, in my opinion. I think that is a fair take, my friend. I would not be surprised if something like that went down. That could be really cool. Dark Dragon member for 7 months says, yo, having your grand old day. I'm looking forward to episode 3. Any recommendations for new Marvel comics? Yeah, so I've been enjoying, let's see here. What have I been enjoying? What's it called? Devil Rain. I've been enjoying that. There's some interesting Wasteland stuff. The Darkhold series I thought was cool. Death of Doctor Strange is fun. I'm really interested in a lot of the upcoming X-Men stuff, so I'm trying to kind of get back caught up with X-Men, like Trial of Magneto, like what the hell's going on with that and all that. So I'm hoping to like kind of get back into that sort of stuff. Venom's been interesting. Like I've really enjoyed like what they've been doing with Venom and his son and the time traveling aspects of it. So there's some good stuff going on right now. I'm pretty interested in the new X-Men stuff that's coming out, though. So that's where I'm at. But yes, let's see here. Space Wolf Lounge, member for 9 months, says, congrats, bro. You guys are going to be the best parents in the world. Can't wait for Boba episode 3. Nerdventures Assemble. Thank you, Space Wolf. I really appreciate that, man. It's just been a lot of positive energy and a lot of love, and people are really excited about it. And, I think we're just going to try, do our best. And we both have our own kind of beliefs about life and all that. I said this yesterday in the Nerdventures chat, but I'll say it again here. One of my favorite sort of takes on raising children is that you don't raise children. You raise cattle. You raise livestock. A child or a human has to be cultivated. And that's really the kind of approach that I want to take, is just being really interested with them, seeing their perspective, not setting up as much harsh guidelines, but setting up principles that have worked for us. You got to understand, too, that kids these days are living in a world that is vastly different even from the world that I grew up in and that we're headed towards. They got their own stuff going on. There's a whole bunch of crazy things in the world and things that they're going to experience that they're going to have to sort it out themselves. So I think the best thing we could do is sort of give a foundation, take care of them, always be there for them. And I'm just interested. I'm excited to go on this adventure. It's going to be cool. Bro, my dad is still stuck in the 70s, I swear. Well, then you got to get back in the DeLorean and you go back to the future. Or the past. And get him. So. I let my 3 kiddos fend for themselves. Well, Carl, that seems like a viable strategy. Yo, Josh, got any comic recommendations? I kind of just went through them. I appreciate you, though. So those are kind of mine. John Van Gelderand Jr. says, do you think Book of Boba Fett will have an end credit scene like Mando? And if it does, what do you think it'll be? I hope Thrawn. I hope something with Filoni-verse, further stuff like that. That's what I would be really into, but you never know. Orange Grove 55 says, fans big mad over Pixar turning red, going straight to Disney Plus. I honestly don't see the issue. Hashtag Team Stream. Yeah, me too, bro. I'm there with you. I think that's sort of leftover old world, old media ideas, and people are absolutely free to try to make that kind of noise or to have their perspective heard on that. I just don't see it that way. I mean, we talked about this a little bit last night too with Theory, where I just said, one of the things I'm so happy about as a fan is like being here at this beginning of streaming with major IP, because like John and Dave, like they just wouldn't have had this kind of an opportunity before, and we get to watch them make all this content, and it's high quality stuff, and then it just comes out on Disney Plus like periodically. And if you think about it, after Boba, we'll have 3 live action Mando-verse shows. It's going to be just as many movies in the sequel trilogy as there were shows, and about what would we say, 2, 3, 4 times the amount of content, like hours, minutes, seconds kind of thing. Like, that's fucking beautiful, dude. And it's just so cool that we live in a world like that. And it doesn't really take away my enjoyment of watching things at home or in the theaters. I like the theater experience, but even when I saw Spider-Man, a lot of kids talking, people like, there was a dude snoring in our first, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I personally am team streaming, and I think that there are certain things that, yes, a theater experience would be really fun with. Like, I do love how people cheered for Toby and Andrew. That was really cool. That was exciting. But there's other things and times where I just want to watch it at home, man. You know, so that's another interesting. We are in such an interesting day and age right now. So much is changing. We're at a massive inflection point with entertainment, with technology. It's fascinating. I like it. You know, I'm kind of here for it. Keaton Haas says, sometimes you fight someone and then you become friends. Boba and BK, in this case, one might die. Yeah, that could definitely happen. You know, I wouldn't be against it. You know, I wouldn't necessarily be against it. But, yeah, I think they're going to fight at least. And then, again, I think the rocket, you know, his head in the air and all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of where we're at. Okay, everybody. We're going to call it there. Thank you guys so much for the love, for the support on this stream. Just a lot of positivity. Book of Boba Fett. By the way, I've got a sick video coming out for you guys later today about Hulk, about World War Hulk in the MCU, about just dope stuff that's coming. A lot of rumors, a lot of speculation. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Check out the TikTok. I'm working on getting a podcast guest this week so I can have a nice podcast for you guys as well. So we will not have a morning stream tomorrow. And instead, we'll have the watch party stream early in the morning, 2:45. Look for that. You know what I mean? Come watch the episode if you're staying up late. We'll be chatting a little bit about it after that. Then tomorrow night at 7 p.m. with all the Nerdventures, we're going to be hanging out at 7. We'll read some comics. We'll talk about, you know, nerdy stuff. Maybe we'll watch Book of Boba Fett. Maybe we'll watch something else. We will have a good-ass time. How's the comic going? Very well, actually. Just had a fun update with Tamal, and he's working on some fun stuff, design stuff, tightening up some character designs, and then he's going to start on pages pretty soon, so it's going to be cool. All right, much love. Much love, everybody. I appreciate you guys. I will see you soon. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Apparently we got a vampire coming in to the Halloween special for Marvel later this year. Pretty wild. It's going to be a good year, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff coming, you know? And I'm, for one, I'm super pumped up about this ride that we are on with Boba. But, bruh, there is mind-blowing nerdy stuff in our future this year. It's going to be crazy. And by the way, where's the fucking Moon Knight trailer? You know, like, they got that shit locked and loaded. Like, let's go, Feige. You know, let's go. You know, so I'm sort of here for it. And also, just between us, the people that are here right now, I have to pee, like really, really bad. And I had to pee pretty much all stream. And so if I was rude or if things got a little out of hand, it's probably because I was just desperately trying not to pee my pants on the... wait, there it goes. Okay. And now I've ruined everything. Okay. All right, everybody. See you later. Don't tell anybody I peed my pants at the end of the stream. Let's just keep that between us, okay? It's a nice little secret. I'm gonna be a dad now, so I can't just pee my fucking pants, shit. You know what I mean? Fucking. All right. See you.